Uh, Testing. Oh, it's not working. God damn it. Oh, it should be now. Is it working? Yeah. Testing. Oh, it's. Is it working, guys? Testing. Oh, it's not working. God damn it. Oh, it should be now. Is it working? Testing. Oh, it's. Is it working, guys? Hello, guys. Hi. Testing. Oh, it's not working. Damn it. Testing. Oh, it's. Hi. Hello, guys. Please let me know if it's working. Why is it not working? Please let me know if it's working. I'm not sure if there's still an echo or not because I Please let me know if it's working. Let's see. So, hi guys. If it's working, that's great. I I see all your comments and I will get to all of them. Okay, so of course, why are we all here? We're all here because, of course, you guys want that exclusive look at the revival of the Animaniacs reboot, and of course, that's why we're here. So, let me. Well, I'm already logged in, so now let's go here. I think there were some images, or I saw some. Were they? No, there aren't any. I thought there were some. Huh. Someone told me there were some. I literally just got home and guessing they're not here yet. Guessing they're not here yet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think they're here. I just got home and yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Someone told me they were here, but I'm guessing they're not here. I literally saw on the screenshot that I thought they were on there, but I literally saw on the screenshot that they were on there, but I do know that there are some images on the internet from Animation Magazine. So for now we have these. Now we have these. I mean, you could see them all on the internet. I will have another stream soon. This time I actually need to check when they're out because But I mean, we can still talk Tiny Toons. Like if you really want, we can still talk Tiny Toons. Here's one of them. I've never seen any of these, so this is my first time seeing them too. Wow, these look really good. Like I'm not kidding. These look insanely good. Uh, Oh, I have seen this one. It's okay. I have seen this one. I like that one. Those are just people. Seems like this is their new CEO. So instead of Thaddeus Plots, they have some other lady. I know. Only Yakko, Wacko Dot, Pinky, and the Brain are returning. So only those five. No one else is returning. At least from what I know or what other people know, no one else is returning. It's just these people. Here's another one. Seems like this might be a throwback to Yakko's world when he said every single country that was back then in the 90s. Like honestly, that That song is so iconic. Like people have used it just to learn all the countries in the world. There's also Wacko's America, where he states all the capitals and states of the United States at the time. Well, I mean, it hasn't changed since from the '90s. There's not been any extra state. There's not been any extra state that has been added. Flutter Pony Legend said, "Whenever we get the new press stills on Hulu soon, I hope." Yes, I hope. I think Ralph might be in it because if you want, I can go down and read through all the log lines because I think Ralph might be in it, but I'm not sure about anyone else. Uh, here's yeah, I can definitely tell from these stills that it's going to be very similar to the original show. You can sort of tell here that the Warners are just out here annoying people, and honestly, I think that's what they're known for. Like if you remember the turkey, if you remember that Thanksgiving one. You remember that Thanksgiving one where they had to save the turkey from that hunter, and then they're like us again, and he's like, "Go away," or something, or like be gone pests and give me the bird, and then the echo's like, we really love to really, but the fox sensors won't allow it. So it's honestly just a lot. It's honestly Animaniacs is just so much fun. I love the original series. I just cannot wait for this. uh I mean, ooh, heirs of Looney Tunes. I mean, I guess Wallace Wild is sort of right. I mean, Animaniacs is sort of the era of Looney Tunes, but I mean, like, yeah, I guess it sort of is because they sort of upped the boundaries of what they could do while keeping it sort of fresh and new in a way. But so did Tiny Toons. I mean, and like Tiny Toons is even coming back. So I mean that's a good. I mean personally that's a good thing too. So this morning, Tiny Toons reboot was announced at Cartoon Network this morning. A reboot of Tiny Toons is among some of the new shows at Cartoon Network. The new series is titled Tiny Toons Looniversity, and it's half-hour animated show. It will feature characters from the original series, which aired from '90 to '92, and also had two movie specials from '90 to '94. There is a 2-season order, and Steven Spielberg is coming back. Of course, I mean, he did come back for the Animaniacs reboot. Uh, I don't know these people, but Aaron Gibson will serve as showrunner and co-executive, while Nate Cash will also co-executive produce. And Sam Register, of course, Sam Register is president of Warner Brothers Animation, and he's been behind a lot of the recent stuff. Like he was behind the Looney Tunes show. He was behind Looney Tunes cartoons. He was behind. I think he's behind a ton of the Adult Swim stuff as well. And also Tuned Out, which is coming to HBO Max in 2021. He's also behind that too. So there's a lot of good names behind here. I mean, I probably don't know a lot of these people, but like for their work. But I mean, I can tell here there's a lot of good names. And of course, it's produced by Amblin and Warner Brothers because the original was produced by Amblin as well. Uh, and then, of course, for Primal fans out there, or Dexter's Lab, or Samurai Jack fans, Cartoon Network and HBO have greenlit Unicorn Warriors Eternal from Gennady Tartakovsky. I honestly don't know how to say his name, to be honest. I also haven't seen Primal yet, but I'm going to. I'm going to when the season ends. I've heard really good things about it, so I'm expecting a lot. Inspired by myths and lore from across the world, this show will follow a team of ancient I don't know why I said teen, a team of ancient teen heroes as they work together to protect the world. Throughout history, unicorns have symbolized the virtuous appearing to ensure that goodness resides, and when the awakening of our heroes comes too early, they find themselves in the bodies of teenagers. Damaged as a result, their memories of who they are have have been lost, with some of their magical abilities weakened and fragmented. Not only do they have to protect the world against the prevailing darkness, they have to do it while navigating the unexpected laughs and humors that come with teen angst and emotions. This honestly sounds really interesting. I actually might check it out for myself. Let me look at some of the questions. I wonder if Lola will appear this time, since she didn't exist back during the original show. I'm not sure if Lola will appear. I mean, I'm guessing that's if Cass Susie is available to come back. You know, it's also all about voiceover availability. Yeah, Skippy, and Hello Nurse is definitely not coming back. I know Tress McNeil voiced Hello Nurse, but Hello Nurse is definitely not coming back. Of course, because there. I think I'm not sure if there was controversy over Hello Nurse, and because of her over sexualized appearance. But I think, yeah, because of that, Hello Nurse is definitely not coming back. And then Skippy, and then of course Tom Rigger, who created Animaniacs. His son Nate Rigger voiced Skippy, and of course, if Tom's not on it, Nate isn't on it either. So yeah, Skippy's not coming back. That is definitely no. He is not coming back. There's nothing I could do about that. I mean, as much as I love Slappy and Skippy to come back, I will take what we have here. I will take what we have here. I'm hoping that this new show, sort of introduces some new characters, maybe some new characters that are just as good as the old ones, and maybe they can bring something new to the table. That's what I'm hoping with this reboot. I mean, I don't think it'll be exactly the same as the original reboot, but I don't think it'll be the exact same as the original reboot, but we'll have to see. Mm. So actually, episode one is going to be about Jurassic, like a parody of Jurassic Park, and then Brain has a meme which fails to achieve world domination. In episode two, they vacation in ancient Greece, and Pinky and Brain try to use a dragon to rule the world. The Warners compete in games of skill. Brain gets busted time traveling, and Dot gives a dramatic math lesson. In the fourth episode, the Warners fight a rabbit infestation. Brain's robot son turns on him because Brain's a genius, and a new app is born. I honestly kind of wonder what app that is. I mean, it could be what something similar to could be something that revolutionizes the cartoon world. Will Charlie Alder return as Buster? Enda asks. I'm sorry. I don't think it was revealed here or I don't think it was revealed here who are the voices, but Dev, I don't think Charlie Alder would be Buster. I mean, if anyone, it'd probably be John Castor because Charlie Alder left the Amblin Studios over creative differences. So maybe it could be Charlie Alder. Maybe it might be John Cassier. Other than that, we don't know anything. It was just announced today. I'm sure we'll get more details in the future, and I will update you guys on the news, of course, of course. In episode 5 of the Animaniacs reboot, the Warners are stalked by a hunter. Pinky and Brain break into the NSA, and oh, Ralph does appear. Ralph falls asleep. Honestly, like Ralph is just so dumb and clumsy. I honestly think they could just make a super hilarious segment about him just sleeping. I honestly think it will be totally hilarious. Uh, in episode 6, Dot discovers a recipe for cuteness, odd political ads, and the aliens don't share Brain's goals. Seems like Pinky and the Brain are in every episode at least. The Warners investigate a dog napping and accidentally start the French Revolution, and Yakko channels Shakespeare to save hip hop. In the 8th episode, the Warners hunt a donut thief, Brain creates a perfect FLOTUS, and Starbucks fails to escape Cindy's adoring grass. The Warners butt heads with the conductor and talk show host in episode 9. Brain is humbled by his future self, and Marcia has a gnome in her mouth. In the 10th episode, the Warners discover an unauthorized version of their show in Russia. I honestly think this is going to play out honestly really funny because I'm not sure if they touch tags on this in the original episode, but I honestly think that first long line will be funny. Brain battles a toddler for a meteorite, also a press conference. Ooh, Halloween. Yeah, unfortunately, this is coming out November 20th, so it's going to be way past Halloween. I mean, if Hulu could release a show weekly, I think that would be better, per se, because weekly shows give yes, FLOTUS is the first lady of the U.S. Weekly shows build sort of a more anticipation, whereas if you release it all in one day, I mean, yeah, you can binge all of them in one day, but then everyone forgets about it like a week or two later. So I honestly think that watching or releasing the episodes weekly is just so much better because then the hype is there for the future episodes. The the hype is there for future episodes and stuff like that. People keep coming back. They're able to discuss each individual episode per week by week, and it's just way more fun that way, in my opinion. I just like weekly stuff. But yeah, and also if you released it weekly, you could have put the Halloween episode first, and you could have put the Halloween episode first, and it just would have been it just would have been a grand like or sort of sneak peek of the reboot just by putting the Halloween episode first. But I'm not sure what the people at Hulu were thinking. I think they should have put the episode of Halloween, the episode 11 first, as a sneak peek, and then release the rest later. I honestly think that could sort of build some hype in it. But I don't work for Hulu. I'm sorry. Uh, the Warners haunt a television and encounter a scary clown. Brain frightens a whole village, and spooky monsters get claustrophobic. I honestly think that if this leans into some sort of horror really well, I honestly think it will work. Honestly, I think this entire reboot will work. The only problem I sort of have with it is how limited it can get with the same characters. So it won't have that sort of sketch comedy. Yeah, or it won't have. I mean, it won't have continuity, but it sort of lacks that sort of sketch comedy feel. So I hope they introduce some new characters or new sketches so it has that sort of feel that the original show had as well. But anyways, episode 12, The Inner Life of a Pimple. Pinky and the Brain entertain a sultana, and a man lacks a sense of personal space. And the season finale is the Warners go on a quest for Dr. Scratch and Sniff. Brain builds a driverless car. Honestly, that is so relatable nowadays. Honestly, that's so relatable nowadays because with Tesla and auto cars, it would honestly be really cool to see it in cartoons, even though and it'll honestly just be so much fun seeing Brain fail at it. And Dot sings all about the first ladies, all about the first ladies, first ladies of the U.S. Ice Cream Hero said, I miss the skits. These feel like SpongeBob episodes rather than the SNL style." Again, I did mention about that. I did say the only problem this reboot might have is just how limited it can get if you only focus on these certain characters. But I mean, like, if you have stuff like a man lacks a sense of personal space, spooky monsters get claustrophobic, I think it might sort of have the SNL feel in there while also trying to be something new at the same time. Overall, I'm still really stoked for this reboot. It doesn't matter. It's definitely not gonna be as good as the original. I'm sure it'll be great, and the originals were like the original show was like easy like a 9.5 out of 10. So I mean, maybe I think this reboot will probably be maybe an 8 or 8.5, which is still good. Which is still good because honestly most reboots fail. So I mean, even if this doesn't come nearly as close as the originals, I still think it'll be tons of fun to watch. I mean, of course, you really can't replicate original shows. And like, SpongeBob is greenlighting the Patrick Star Show, Camp Coral. Those could be good, but I don't think they'll ever be as good as the original SpongeBob. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with like all those Looney Tune reboots they're doing. They're all not going to be as good as they're all not going to be as good as the originals. Although they all bring something individually fun to the table, like the Looney Tunes show, in my opinion, is one of my favorite Looney Tunes reboot incarnations, in addition to Tiny Toons. And those are not as good as the original Looney Tunes, but they still brought something different to the table, and it was honestly really fun to watch. It was really honestly really fun to watch as someone who's a fan of the original Warner Brothers cartoons. 7-minute segments run by very fast. Yes, 7-minute segments do run by very fast, and actually, I think some segments were like 1 or 2 minutes even. So I mean, I think all of these are going to be about 7 minutes if I'm reading through all the log lines. Although maybe they might be hiding something. Sometimes they don't reveal all the details. Spoilers, stuff like that, which is good because I honestly hate it when they reveal like everything and then it's like, oh, just by reading the summary, I know. Just by reading the summary, I know how the episode's gonna turn out. Like, but pretty much a modern Family Guy episode, just by reading the log line of the episode on Fox Flash, I pretty much know how the episode's gonna turn out just by reading it. Like, oh, Peter gets a back adjustment and his height turns to 6'5". Like, okay, he goes 6'5", and then he shrinks, and then by the end of the episode, he goes back to normal. It's like, what? I pretty much know how an episode's gonna turn out just by reading the logline, and that is not a good thing. So at least with here, I think there's a little bit more suspense, but I mean, I'm also glad they're not revealing too much. Let's see. If you guys have any questions, just drop them in the chat. If you guys have, I will have another stream. I'll have another stream when the actual things come out. Uh, but I will have another one. But if you guys have any questions, you guys can ask. I will be sitting here waiting for you to ask me questions. You think it would be easier to have sketches on streaming because you have to worry less about time limits and commercials? I think you do have a point there. I think yeah, it would because you don't have to worry about the time constraints. But then also, this is also Hulu, and Hulu does have commercials on their platform, and because of that, they also have to adhere to time limits as well. So I mean, yes, it would be easier on stuff like Netflix, but then they're also on Hulu, so they have to adhere to sort of time limits. Like if you watch Solar Opposites on Hulu, each act is structured so they fit where Hulu wants to put in commercials, and the people who work on the show have to sort of have to work within those frames and still put out good quality product. These are incredibly talented people, and I'm sure they were able to do it just fine. And anyone else got any other questions? I mean, I this is also a Q&A. You can ask me anything you want. I'm not gonna be like Mr. Enter and ignore a bunch of questions on the thing. I will answer every single question. Mr. Enter does his streams. Mr. Enter does streams at random times, and he ignores a ton of questions. Like pretty much, if you want him to answer your question, you have to donate it. You have to donate money to him. I'm not kidding. I wonder what other characters will return for Tiny Toons University. Well, of course, if you saw from this image right here, we know Buster and Babs are definitely returning. I think I'm not sure if Plucky Duck will come back because Joe Lasky did sadly pass away in I think 2016. But I'm hoping that he does come back. But I'm hoping that Plucky Duck does come back. I'm sure they will recast someone else for him. Well, I mean they sort of have to, but I mean even though it won't be the same, I still think it'll be fun. I still think it'll be incredibly fun to watch. Hampton J. Pig's voice actor Don Messick, he also passed away. So yeah, they'll have to recast him too. Who else was on the original? Buster, Babs, Elmira Duff, Cree Summer's still alive. I'm sure they can get her back. Who else? Who else was on the reboot? Montana Max, but who voiced Montana Max? I honestly forgot. Who voiced Montana Max? Crap. Who voiced Montana Max? He was voiced by Danny Cooksey. This guy is definitely pretty big. I'm sure they will somehow get him back. These people would work on really big shows. I'd go for Eric Bausa as Plucky and Frank Todero as Hampton. Interesting. Oh, there's also Fifi LaFume. She's voiced by Kath Susie. I'm sure Kath will come back. I remember Shirley was on the show, but I don't remember. Oh, Gail Matthews is still alive, I think. Yeah, she is. I haven't really seen her on work post SNL, so I don't really know too much about her. Frank Welker will probably come back, but wait, isn't he retired? I think, but Furball didn't talk anyway. Maurice LaMarche will probably definitely come back. Yes, he is on the Animaniacs reboot. It's like, why wouldn't you come back? Candy Milo's still alive. She will be back. Uh, yeah, I think for main characters, that's pretty much all I know. I mean, and then for the actual Looney Tunes characters, you'll probably have Eric Bauza as Bugs Bunny, Jeff Bergman as Daffy Duck, or D. Badley Baker as Daffy. I'm hoping he comes back. I know Eric Bauza voices Bugs in the new incarnation on HBO. But honestly, I think I want Jeff Bergman to come back as Bugs Bunny because I personally prefer his Bugs Bunny. Of course, yeah, Faulkner Leghorn will be Jeff Bergman, Sylvester Jeff Bergman, Elmer Fudd. I'm hoping it's Billy West, but it's probably going to be Jeff Bergman. Other than that, I don't really know anyone else. Yeah, and I said Dizzy Devil, Maurice LaMarche. He will probably be back. I'm hoping Maurice LaMarche comes back as Yosemite Sam, but that's very unlikely. He said it was bad on his vocal cords. So that's why Fred Tatasciore does his voice now. Rob Paulson will definitely be on it. Tress McNeil, she voices Babs. Of course, Tress is going to be back. I'm not sure. Did Jess Harnell? I'm not sure if Jess Harnell voiced any characters on Tiny Toons. I don't think he did. Yeah, I don't think he did. But all I know is he's back on the Animaniacs reboot. I'd say it's more likely she might be reprising her role. Yeah, I did cover that earlier. Susie would likely come back as Fifi LaFume. I hope Elmira doesn't come back, or at least she's more likable. Honestly, I think the point of Elmira was to be annoying. Like honestly, I never honestly I sort of knew that was the point of the character, so I can't say I hate Elmira, but I mean, like Elmira's point was to be annoying. So I mean, I can't say I dislike the character because I do like the character, but I mean, maybe I think she could be something more than just animal abuser. You know, like how she thinks she's adoring animals, but she's really hurting them. So if they give her some sort of character trait more than just I'm an animal abuser, she could actually be a much better character, in my opinion. I disagree. Elmira has rolling on the floor laughing. Yeah, it's all personal taste. I mean, Elmira has Elmira has some people laugh. I can't say I don't like the character because her point is to be annoying. So I can't say I don't like her because I do. Also, she is an antagonist. Yeah, I would say she's an antagonist, but I mean, unlike like Montana Max, she doesn't intend to be an antagonist. You know, like Montana Max is actually a bad person, whereas Elmira Duff is just, she's just confused or she's just ignorant or confused or she doesn't know. Whereas with Montana Max, you know his intentions. I don't hate her. The tropes page said she was a scrappy. No, I mean, okay, Scrappy Doo is pretty annoying, but I honestly think he's overhated. I didn't think he was that bad, but I think he's worse than Elmira, but I didn't think it was that bad. I thought the objective fan base hated her. Interesting. Uh, mm, and does any? I did know that I did. I did say there. Oh, how about I update you guys? How about I update you guys on my next video? So I already finished recording my video. I'm editing it right now. It's on week 4 of the Animation on Fox recap, which I did I'm waiting till Monday to post it because for people who haven't seen the new episodes yet, I don't want to review it and then you see it and then I spoil the entire thing for you. It's definitely not going to be fair for you guys. So I'm holding it until Monday, November 2nd. So I'm sorry, guys. I have to hold it per spoilers. I have Flutter Pony Legend said I haven't got a chance to watch the original, but I've seen clips on it here on YouTube. But once I get Hulu next month, I'll happily check it out. Oh, great! I really like Hulu as a streaming platform. It's definitely my favorite of all the streaming platforms. I mean, I do have HBO Max, but I'd prefer if Tiny Toons was on Hulu. I think because of their Hulu deal, it might be on both. But I think it'll probably go to Max, HBO Max first, and then it'll go to Hulu after. I don't know anything about the deal, but I'm hoping it makes its way to Hulu. Uh, Ice Cream Hero asks, "What is your favorite segment from the original Animaniacs?" One of my favorite segments was either King Yakko, the one with the turkey where Yakko's like, "We love to really, but the Fox censors won't allow it," and then also I did like all the Rita and Run stuff. I thought that was amazing. I thought that was incredibly well done. And some of the Slappy Swirl ones are a lot of fun too. Like there was the one where Skippy's on. There was the one where Skippy and Slappy are on a stage in front of a ton of people. I thought that one was incredibly fun to watch. Bumby's mom was pretty good too. I don't remember all of them by memory, but those were the ones I could recall by memory. Bhavani R said hi, hello. My favorite segment is Plain Pals. I honestly forgot what Plain Pals is. I will search it up right now. I've seen every episode of Animaniacs. I just don't remember them by name. Oh wait, Plain Pals is the one where Plain Pals is Plain Pals is oh okay I still remember what Plain Pals is now. Plain Pals is the segment where this guy has to sit with the Warners and they're being incredibly annoying to him and it wasn't even his choice. I mean I think that plot has been done so many times to be honest, but I mean I think it's pretty funny here too. They also sort of did it in Family Guy where where the man's like to sit next to a baby and then Stewie's like oh yeah well, where? And he starts kicking his chair on purpose. Oh, please get a Life Foundation is incredibly super funny, especially now because honestly, I think there are a lot of losers on the internet. To be honest, I'm not saying you guys are losers. I'm saying there are a lot of people on the internet who just spend their entire time, like like hating or posting negative things, and I honestly think that those people should be doing better things in life. And like I honestly don't have time to waste on those sort of people, and I'm hoping you guys don't waste your time on those people too. So that's why please get a Life Foundation. It's incredibly relatable, especially now with the internet and all this stuff. It's only 5 people watching, so of course again you have my full attention. Hello, official cartoon. Well, you made it. I'm sorry to say that the press images actually weren't there yet. I assume they were there because I think someone photoshopped their image, but I'm hoping they'll make their way. I will contact someone from Hulu. I will contact someone from Hulu this weekend. Uh, I will contact someone from Hulu this weekend on when they're coming. Of course. Drew said, "I hope Chicken Boo returns." Okay. I would honestly wouldn't mind Chicken Boo returning for maybe one segment, but I honestly thought that after like the first or second time, it just got annoying, in my opinion. Bumby's mom, Hooked on a Ceiling, and please get a Life Foundation are also some of my favorites. Hooked on. I honestly forgot what Hooked on the Ceiling is. I can see Boo in a cameo. Yeah, I could too. I mean, considering the fact that he doesn't talk, I'm sure they can somehow pop him in. Uh, oh, Hooked on the Ceiling was oh, I think I remember the segment a little bit. I sort of remember it just by reading the episode summary. Uh, Bro, I'm new at this channel. Well, hello, hello, official cartoon. I hope you like my channel. I know I incredibly suck. I know I incredibly suck compared to other people, but I do hope you stay and give me a chance. I like Katie Kaboom. I hope she returns. Honestly, I was not a fan of Katie Kaboom. Maybe the first time it was funny. After that, it just got incredibly annoying because it was just the same thing every single time. Oh, I don't get what I want. I explode. It became incredibly predictable to me, and I honestly thought after the first time, Katie Kaboom was annoying. So maybe I wouldn't mind if she comes back once, but that's probably about it for me. No, you don't. I will stay, of course. I appreciate that, dude. I hope you stick around. I hope you stick around. I literally just got started on this channel maybe 2 or 3 months ago, so I'm relatively new, but I'm hoping that people eventually come through, watch my stuff, stuff like that. I know like people rather watch channels like the Alpha J Show, Mr. Enter, Saber Spark, the Round Table. I'm not trying to be one of them per se. I just want to make content on what I love, and of course, I will on shows I follow. I will always try to, keep you guys up to date on news and stuff. And then also, if you guys have any video suggestions, you can drop them down below. I know that I just also opened a Patreon, so if you guys want to donate to me, you can get a video of your choice. Respect. I appreciate that. Now I think about it, Animaniacs is kind of like the Muppet Show. Yeah, in a way, it sort of is because the Muppet Show has a wide ensemble of characters that each focus around like sort of segments. So yeah, I think it sort of is like the Muppet Show. Flutter Pony Legend Seth asks for season 2 of Animaniacs since it's coming in 2021. I wonder if it will release around the summertime or the fall time, and what other new or old characters. We will just have to see. I know like Trust McNeil, Rob Paulson, and Jess Harnell don't really go on social media. I am in their official Facebook group, so maybe I can sort of ask something, but sort of disclosures, they might not be able to reveal that information to you. But I am in their Facebook group, and maybe if the right time comes, I could sort of ask uh, what I'm hope. I think new or old characters. I'm thinking they'll bring back new characters, especially since a lot of them aren't back for this reboot. I think they'll come out maybe in fall 21 or maybe winter 2022, just because the animation of the show is pretty high budget compared to like Solar Opposites. So I don't think it can be churned out very quickly. This was in my recommendations, and I checked your channel and saw one video before, so I am not new. Here was the video about that song in Zen. Yes, I uploaded like pretty much the entire song library from episodes 3 to 10. Episodes 3 to 10. I saw a lot of comments. I wasn't sure if people were actually gonna watch those. I will do season 2 for sure, but I will upload songs from season 2 for sure. But then pretty much other than that, I won't be uploading anything else. I mean, pretty much aside from that, everything else is gonna be my own stuff from now on. Uh, I, so I'm hoping you guys stick around. I try my best. I answer all your questions. Cool. Yes, I guess that's cool. uh, I'm honestly surprised you guys aren't bored yet. I'm honestly really boring. I've noticed that. I am pretty boring compared to other people. And there's a reason why people subscribe to other channels because they have a lot. They have a lot of different. I do animations. Oh, that's really cool. You know, today's actually National Animation Day. Today's actually National Animation Day. So happy National Animation Cartoon Day for you guys. It's October 28th. October 28th is International Animation Day. It is a day to recognize and celebrate the artists, the scientists, and the technicians behind cartoons, including animated movies. Uh, International Animation Day is celebrated every year on October 28th. You're not boring, I will stay. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. Should have another video by Monday. Again, I apologize about the press stills not being there. I thought they were there, but I will do another live stream when they are actually there to make up for this time. I mean, I guess you could say this sort of first stream is sort of just a test, and maybe like you could ask me questions and stuff, which is why I sort of had it. In case that failed, I sort of could talk about Tiny Toons and talk about and sort of ask questions. Sort of you can ask questions and I will answer them, sort of thing. Uh, let's see. Honestly, like the entire awkward science is sort of like Mr. Ender streams, where like he decides not to answer a bunch of questions and he just sits there for like 2 minutes and doing nothing. And like people are like asking, "It's Halloween soon. Are you gonna do anything something special?" Like what do you want something special? Like something special is pretty vague. So like, what do you mean by that? I'm just honestly still stoked that Tiny Toons is coming back. Like I was at work when it was announced, and I was like, "Holy crap! I can't believe it was coming back." I sort of knew it was coming back, and like I sort of knew it was coming back. I was like, "Okay, Animaniacs is coming back. I know Tiny Toons is gonna come back shortly after," and I was sort of right. It did come back. Uh, like something different because it's Halloween. Like play something or something. I do have a unopened gift sent to me from the Fox Studios from The Simpsons. I guess if you want me to open that, I could do a stream where I open it, or a video where I open it and see what's inside. If you want me to do that, I always dreamed it would come back. Yes, and I always dreamed it would too. Especially once the Animaniacs reboot was confirmed in 2018, I was like, okay, Tiny Toons is gonna come back shortly after, and it did. You like F1? I don't know what F1 is. I mean, I was gonna hold that Simpsons GIF until Christmas time and do it then, but if you want me to do it during Halloween, I could. I have 3 DVDs from The Simpsons. That's great. I have 0. I have a ton from Family Guy though, but I have 0 from The Simpsons. Especially since they haven't updated their DVD catalog, I just don't think it's worth it to buy them. And also, I have Disney Plus, so I can just watch them there. I mean, the reason why I buy the Family Guy DVDs is because they have uncensored bonus features that The Simpsons don't. Formula One. What is Formula One? I don't know what that is. What is Formula One? I'm gonna search it up right now. Oh, Formula One is the highest class of international seater audio racing. Is it that? Is it that or what? I maybe it's this. Enter the world of Formula One. Guess it's sort of racing. I mean, I'm not really interested in racing. I'm sorry. I am American. I am American. But it said it's owned by American Mass Media Company, so it might not be. It is. They don't. Oh, it's French. It's headquartered in Paris. Honestly, I didn't know that. So yeah, I guess I didn't know. I sort of am on a tight schedule, so I'm probably gonna end the stream in a few minutes. I'm sorry. Americans are cool. Thanks. I mean, I don't. I honestly don't think. I honestly think that honestly, American society is really screwed up right now. I mean, I am not very happy with what's going on in the U.S. right now. I honestly think in many ways it's a terrible place to live. But in many ways, it's also a good place to live. Even like, well, I mean, I live in California, so I can't say the same for other states where it's far worse. I'm Irish. Oh, that's nice to know. Do you live in Ireland or do you live in the U.S.? Ireland is the best country ever. Why? Because I'm plugged into all this stuff? Possibly. Uh, Nice to know you guys are talking to each other. I just arrived here. Did I miss the new screenshots? RW Vids said. No, actually, RW Vids. I just found out that someone photoshopped them there. So, or photoshopped the ones from the animation magazine that came out yesterday. The animation magazine article that came out yesterday. So, unfortunately, they are not there yet. However, I will contact someone from Hulu this weekend who manages Anime Express, and I will see what's up. And I will do another stream, of course, to make up for this one. I apologize. You can leave now if you want, I guess, because if you're not there for the screenshots, then you'd probably want to leave. Hey, dude. Oh, hello, Squeaks Jr. It's nice seeing you here again. Big Mouth 4 and Disenchantment 3. I've never seen Disenchantment, so I don't follow the news on that. I think maybe since Season 2 did come out in 2019, I think Season 3 might be by winter 21 or at latest by the spring. Big Mouth Season 4 will probably be winter. I think they're a little delayed because of the pandemic. I love Disenchantment, allegedly, this year. I've never seen Disenchantment, so I don't have any comment on it. I'll probably check it out at some point, but it's not really on my watch list right now. Like, currently I have F is for Family, Harley Quinn, Tuca and Birdie, and Final Space, all of which I have not finished. And I need to finish those before I need to finish those before I what's it called? Before I think about starting any new shows at the moment. And I also need to put Primal on my list too. I have not seen that yet. Don't end the stream. I will have to in maybe like 10 minutes. I have to study for an exam. The stream was only planned to be an hour anyways. But it'll be yeah, but it'll be on but I think it'll be on YouTube right after. Although maybe I'll delete it. Maybe I'll see. I'll probably leave it on there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, official cartoon. I have to study for an exam, so I have to end the stream. Got to do homework. Have a good. Well, I said I'm just about to end it in a few minutes. I have to study for an exam. Well, I will start to be more active on the. I promise. Great. The real highlight of my channel is the Fox Animation Roundup videos. So those don't really have a very high viewership. So I'm hoping people check those out. You know, like those are honestly the videos I want people to check out the most. Tronic Tube said I just started watching old Tiny Toons episodes. That's great. I really liked a lot of the old Tiny Toons episodes. I have to go back and rewatch them as well before to prep for the reboot. Because I remember more about Animaniacs than I do about Tiny Toons, to be honest. So I will go back and rewatch some of the Tiny Toons, especially since I have Hulu with no ads, so I can just constantly just watch. Okay, I'm done. Oh, I can watch the next episode. So again, these are the highlights on my channel. I want people to watch these the most, but like what they only have 400 views or something, so they are not doing incredibly well. They're not doing incredibly well. So I'm hoping people sort of watch them later on, but as of now, they're not doing so well. I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna do it. Doesn't matter how well they do. I enjoy reviewing those. Your channel is going fast. Not really. I mean, not really. My viewership hasn't been going up. That's for sure. I honestly think people subscribe to my channel just for maybe one or two videos, and then they don't even bother watching the rest. I mean, like if you look at all my stats, or if we go to my actual YouTube channel and you look at all my stats, only a few videos have a lot of views, and the rest don't. Like, okay, this one has 300, 200, 200, 400, 500. See, these don't have a lot of views, but if you see the ones with thousands, I think people are only subbing based on those. See how poorly this did? 200, 189. See, all these four videos in a row did incredibly poorly. So I highly doubt that my channel is going fast, considering the fact that I have a lot of videos that did not go well at all. So well, you got over 2K subs in a year. To be fair though, most of them might have come from the Cleveland Brown video, which has almost 7,000 views. So I probably most of it came from that video. They also probably came from all these, which I uploaded a while back. But apart from that, I said I won't be uploading anything from shows. Some of it probably came from these at least. And then, of course, that Cleveland video, which has 7,000 views. This one, they probably came from this one too. It got 4,000 views, which is pretty good. Like, if all my videos could consistently pull out a couple thousand views, I'd honestly be really happy already. Well, I mean, the viewership is declining. There's only 4 people watching, so I probably should end this stream now. I apologize. I have to go study for an exam. So I will see you guys next.